Hey guys, it's Mike, the Wrestling Guy Smith, and you guys are watching All in Wrestling, the premier wrestling TV show that focuses on Raw, SmackDown, 205, and many more. Okay, so the purpose of this video, guys, I'm gonna give you what happened at NXT and NXT UK. But first, I'd like to say with NXT, because the first thing that happened, there was supposed to be the match against Oni Lorcan and the Forgotten Son, but it ended up being a no contest because it was just a straight out brawl. So that's one. So they basically went through the takeover matches, and then the Street Profits came out and they started causing war. So they had to get the referees and everybody and get William Ringham out there and to stop the fighting. And he said that's why we're making this a fatal 4-way ladder match because you guys can't keep each other off each other till takeover. Then the next match was Miami against Shayna Baszler. I'll be honest, guys, everybody was into it. And you know what, Shayna Baszler, Bianca, sorry, not Shayna Baszler, Bianca Belair. And I like the fact that she's actually trying to get more of a rep, but the thing is, Maya's actually being used more, and she's developing, which she won. And Bianca Belair, she's still showing me why she's the EST of NXT, and I just think that she could be champion. It's just not right now. But it was a good match. And then they got into it. They really got into an interview with They got into an interview with Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai, and I just believe Io was gonna take the title somehow. Because the thing is, Shayna can't beat Io because she's tried all the tricks. And thanks to God that Candice LeRae is gonna be there and kicking butt at Takeover. And because this match has never been happened, I really think they should have did an Iron Women's match on NXT. But I liked it. And they were still talking about, the Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era was basically telling everyone, because that's the thing. This match between Johnny Gargano, this rivalry that's happened, that's culminated since the last takeover. It's a rivalry. It's a hot one, and I like the fact that Roderick Strong is actually going against Matt Riddle. I like that Bobby and Kyle are going against it in the tag team division. They're gonna have every gold they need. And I like that Velveteen Dream and Tyler Breeze are gonna fight in NXT Takeover because I like the fact that he was telling, like, do you remember Tyler Breeze, and they got all the video packages, but I don't hate Velveteen Dream. But the two icons of NXT of two different generations are colliding, and that's what colliding. That's what the generation's all about. And I believe they're gonna come out and be the top. It's gonna be a good match. But other than that, then the next match was it was Kushida against Drew Gulak, and like I said, that match was really good. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Like I said, the Drew Gulak thing, it was really good. It was a classic match between two different submission styles between Kushida. Uh, it wasn't that big of a thing, but I don't know. Drew Gulak is not a bad wrestler. I don't know really that much about him because I know he's in 205. I really haven't seen that much since, like, he used to wear the dorky suits and he's changed his gimmick. And I'm trying and this is the thing, and this is why this is why I like NXT and NXT UK because there's just so many ways to do it. But other than that, it was a good match. Because Kushida keeps surprising me, man. He just keeps surprising me. Like, I do like the job. I didn't really see that much of Keith Lee. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't see that much. And that's pretty much it for that. But I got to talk about NXT UK. So NXT UK had a great opening because now I know what the group between Walter and Fabian Agner and this partner, and now they're gonna call the group is called Imperium, which is the sickest name ever. And the greatest thing is, like, when they were doing the promos, they were just booing them, which I'm telling you, like, him being like Walter brings that Andre the Giant like vibe, and I just dig it. I dig it, man. They did a great promo segment, and they're literally saying that British strong style is past its prime, it's past its date, it's dead, And then Pete Dunne comes out, and then Mustache Mountain with Trent Seven. They come out, and they start brawling. They knock the cameraman down, and they had to do. We're experiencing technical difficulty the first time it kept going on, but the camera was knocked out. But like I said, Johnny Saint, they know what they're doing. The general managers in NXT know what they're doing with those guys. And I like the fact that they're actually getting into a war with each other. And I did like that the preview of the Fatal 4-Way. But I don't know. I think Joe Coffey will win for that Fatal 4-Way next week because I believe, I like Jordan Devlin. I like the Irish Ace. I like the Kiwi Buzzsaw. I like him. I don't know that much. I really want to know more about him. And I want to know about the Mod Father was cool. I still like the Mod Father. I still like him. I like the Scottish Supernova, which is Noam Dar. I like these guys that are in NXT UK because it was great though. It was a great match. Like the one thing about NXT UK, but Gallus destroyed Tony Roma and Aiken. They destroyed them in the tag match. They didn't even like he picked the like Mark Coffey kicked him and Wolfgang power slammed him and it was over. Like it was a quick match. And I'm telling you, Gallus is just. I don't know why I like their ideals, but I like Wolfgang. He's a big guy. I do like Joe. I like the Coffee Brothers. I do, because it's not just because they're brothers, but I like their styles. They're different, but they both have their own way of doing things. I do like Joe Mastiff. He's pretty cool. I like him. I like these guys that they're bringing into UK. I do. Even I forgot his name. I think it was John Connors. I like him too, but I don't really know that much about him. And I really am glad they're bringing Ligero. Ligero is really good. His style is really great. I like it. The fact that 205 lets them come in, the people from NXT UK comes in. I like the fact that they're doing it. But the most thing, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna give my review of NXT first because I think NXT was an A show like it's always been, and UK was really good because they're actually bringing factions into play, and now it's not just about the tag teams; it's about the factions you build within the tag team. And the women's division, I'm sorry, but Toni Storm, that match with Nina Samuels, I don't like Nina Samuels. I just don't like her because she's like Lacey Evans, but I just don't like her. I don't like her because she she honestly doesn't have what I'm like. She honestly kind of irks me a lot because there's really no way to really put her. There's kind of like this bag that they're trying to put her in, but they're not really helping with her. They're not really owning up to her, and she just irks me. She irks me. She irks me, and I believe, like I said, there's still some guys that need to be developed in NXT UK, but they're really good. They're developing like Jordan Devlin. I didn't like what I thought of Jordan Devlin as like MJF from AEW, and I really want to talk about that too. But I kind of feel like NXT UK is kind of doing that, and they're not getting tired of it. They're not. Like I never felt. I feel like NXT UK is a fresh. It's like a fresh. It's a fresh. It's a breath of fresh air because they're just developing them, and they're not developing to the point where they're really going crazy with them. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, all in all, both shows got an A+, and I feel that, you know what, with the Fatal 4-Way is gonna test everybody's limits next week, because Walter, he needs a challenge. He needs one. He needs a challenge, and you know what? Him being the UK champion that he is, and him having Fabian Eichner and his partner, and having him and being Imperium, being a part of that group called Imperium, is like, that's something I didn't even expect to happen last week, but it did, and that actually shows that UK is doing the same thing. And Imperium, like they had that dominating presence with the entrance. They didn't even have to say that much. They knew they wanted to change NXT. That's that one group that's going to do it. Gallus could be the guy they want the kingdom, but they're going to have to deal with Imperium. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys. I like the fact that UK tonight showed everybody what we're gonna expect for next week, and that's the hype about it. Like we're getting caliber, like we're getting title caliber matches that we're getting in NXT, but we're getting them at takeovers. And since the UK can't really do takeovers every week, like every month, like a regular UK, the regular NXT can do, they're giving us those title matches now, and I like that. And like I said, guys, but like I got one more piece of thing to go over too. Um, like I said, Joe Coffey will probably become UK champion if he's got to deal with Walter. And Walter's a different animal, and that's the thing with Pete Dunne. He doesn't know how to deal with Walter because he's got that long reach. He's got that height advantage against him, and it's like he has that Andre the Giant feel. I don't know what it is that I like him. I just like his presence. I like that he's a bad guy, but I like him more because he's with a faction. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe to this video. Peace.